Hello again, back at the cabin for another go at the screen porch. So last time we were here, we had a few roof leaks and they were really just spots that I had drilled the pilot holes for the roof screws, but didn't put the roof screws themselves in. So I had a couple holes up there that we leaked through. This actually looks pretty clean. So last time we were here, we put in our patio set and we were chilling out on here. Couple of beds for the poochers, although Rosie doesn't like it. Big fella Lawanda likes being out here. Had enough space going lengthwise here that we were able to throw a beanbag toss in here in the rain, so it was fun. Bailey has her hammock chair there, which she loves to swing on. So I'm here by myself right now. My girls are going to be here a little bit later on this afternoon. The goal, I think, for this weekend is going to be to try to clean up a little bit. I don't like the place looking like trash. And to get some of this plastic replaced. As you can see, we're going to have to find another home for these solar panels now, as they're basically sitting right in the way of in and out of the cabin now that I have the door on there. So, I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, also brought a screen door. So we no longer will have to do the plastic and zipper thing, which is a real pain in the butt because the dogs can just blow through it. I really feel like I spend half my time just loading and offloading this truck with lumber. But once this is done, we're gonna take a break for a bit and just try to have some fun here, because it's really turned into just like a work project. Every time we're here, we just work. So we wanna have some fun as well. So promised Bailey that we could sleep out on the screen porch on the couch out there. So I brought a couple sleeping bags for her, so that should be interesting as well. Not sure what night we're going to do that yet. Okay, so the plan is I'm going to nail these 2x2 strips on the edges. So anywhere there's an edge, at the edge of the door, the edge of the screen, and then in between those you will see staggered on top of each other shingle style all the way up the fence boards. I don't know how this is going to look, but I'm hoping it looks all right. We kind of did a mock-up on the deck at home and it looked all right, so let's just get after it, see what happens. All right. So the idea is this first fence board will start here and it will be flat. And then the others will stack on top on an angle all the way up. And then the next board will come and overhang on a bit of an angle. Should be good. So this will be the look all the way up the wall. So you get that nice little stagger. The next one will stagger on top of that and it'll work its way up the wall. I think it's going to look pretty good. And I'm doing it with just some cheap fence boards. I say cheap as far as wood goes. Nothing is cheap in this world anymore, it doesn't seem. Yeah, we'll just keep going and hopefully it looks good. Hope to get a little bit done before Krista gets here so she can look at it and give me a yay or nay. I don't want to go too far though, because if she doesn't like it, that's going to be a problem. Okay, gonna keep going. And coming along nicely. That'll start to work its way up. I'm gonna go evenly on all three sections as I go up, just to make sure I get the same height all the way across. It's going good. So the idea I had for holding the screens in place was to use all this sort of 1x1 pressure treated nailing strips around the outside of it, and then just tack it in with a few nails on the inside. That makes it easy if I want to take the screens out in the winter and just put plastic. Just gives the overall window a sort of nicer, more finished look. And then, like I said, the backside is just tacked on. And this allowed me to just buy screens as opposed to buying full windows. I think the screens were like 60 bucks each, and the windows would have been like $300-400 bucks each. So this is a huge cost savings. I mean, there's 6 5x5 foot screens in this porch. So there's quite a bit of screen there. We wanted to make it as open as possible. So hopefully those nailing strips will stand the test of time. There's not a lot to them. I'm afraid they might rot out a bit if they get wet. They are pressure treated though, so hopefully they'll stay together, and we'll see what happens. I mean, honestly, they're like $1.39 each for a 4-foot piece, so if I do have to swap them out, whatever, it's not a huge cost. Chicken pasta. Chicken pasta. Look, dogs want it. Chicken pasta. Oh yeah, firing it up. Ladies, Mama looks excited. So, situational update. It is nighttime, and Miss Bailey and I have decided to sleep on the porch. Why? It's a good question. I'm not exactly sure why I agreed to do this. I think this is payback for me dragging Bailey winter camping with me. So, we're going to sleep on the porch tonight. It's going to go down to about 11 Celsius, which is actually pretty warm. I have on my hoodie here in case I need to over my head, and I'm in a pretty warm sleeping bag. So yeah, we should be good. What do you think, B?
I don't know.
Okay, Miss B, why are we sleeping on the porch tonight instead of in our nice, cozy, warm beds?
2 things. First of all, cozy beds. I have a wand on top of me half the time.
That's true.
And then, second thing, I don't know.
Okay, well, it's actually pretty cool because I can see a beautiful silhouette of all the trees behind you. So, and you can sort of see, yeah, you can see the lights that Mommy put up, the glowing lights on the left-hand side of the screen. It's like freaking, when you go to the outhouse, it's like the circus has come to town out there. It's crazy. Anyway, you're never going to get lost at night. Okay, so we're going to dig in for bed, and we will see you guys in the morning. Morning. Survived the night. It got down to about 10 degrees Celsius, so it was a little bit chilly. Bailey is inside. She made it all night, but she wasn't happy when she woke up. Lolo. Hi, Stinker. Hi, you skinny boy. Lolo. Hi. So this plasticky zipper door thing is incredibly annoying. It's hard to get in and out. It jams, it sticks. The dogs can push through the bottom, so we have to put a baby gate up. So the idea is to get a door on. Hopefully it'll go not too difficultly, but we'll see how it goes. Let's try something here. That's better. That's a lot better than the plastic we had on there. Fit is all right. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Like I said, it's a lot better than the plastic, and it's just on a basic, it's on a spring hinge, and it's got that top piece to kind of hold it in place. So I'm happy with that for now. So, first half is basically done. We have our burying the zombie sign up, which is good. And doors on and moving over to this half next. Hopefully this side will go a little bit quicker. I've started putting the exterior wall up on the outside of, I guess, the right side of the door if you look at it from the outside. But I am now out of lumber. And I need to frame in another door. This old black piping runs to our water tank, which is going to have to get moved. So I want to get that moved as well. And basically just need to take that nice decorative piece out. I'm going to see if I can recycle it somewhere else. Reuse it maybe when we build our outdoor kitchen or something like that. That's kind of cool. I like the way they built it. It looks kind of nice. Oh, that was so easy. I love that. Usually I'll break a screw and I'll spend like an hour and a half cutting it or fighting with it. That popped right out. That was beautiful. I've got some shade over on this side of the cabin, so I'm going to work on trying to get all this dirt smoothed out, and then I'll work around the front. A bunch of the dirt at the front I'm going to truck up to the sort of the front of the property where our gate is to try to fill in some of the holes that fill up with water. All right, get after it, I guess. Man, it is hot out here again today, guys, but I'm staying hydrated, so that's good. I've decided to switch my focus to this side of the building because I have a good shade over here. The sun's behind a cloud right now. You can't really see it. Always fun trying to hold it with your knee while you're nailing it. Now I could use my quick clamps, but I don't really want to. It's kind of a pain in the ass. That finger hurts like crazy. I think I'm gonna lose the fingernail. Just basically me being stupid, but ooh, forgot about you there. Beauty. Doing this the wrong way. Yummy, yummy dinner time. Steak and broccoli out of our garden at home. Yum. You know, it's funny, when I design these things, in my head, everything works well. But I have like an 1.5 inch gap here, and I couldn't figure out why I have an 1.5 inch gap here. But here, I'm right at the bottom. The windows are all the same size, but what I realized is I came down from the top here, I have a single beam, and the top here, I have a double beam. So that is, in essence, gonna put this window 1.5 inches higher up, which explains why I have that gap, which I didn't realize I had until I started building, and I'm not gonna peel all these off. So I'm gonna have to cut a custom piece to put in there. I don't have my table saw with me, of course. So I'll just have to take a piece home with me. I'll cut it to length, I'll take it home, and I'll just rip it through the table saw. Hopefully it'll look all right. It's funny, I always have these great plans in my head, and then when I go to finish them up, I'm like, man, I should have thought of that. And it's honestly the same as around all my windows here. Because I'm tagging this 2x2 onto the 2x4, I then need to have another 2x4 on the inside to nail the siding to. God, my arms are all cut up. So I didn't think of that either. So I'm just kind of using whatever scrap wood I have around to try to keep going on it. My finger's better today. Little bruised, little swollen, but doesn't hurt as much. It was really starting to bother me yesterday, but just got to power through it and stop being such a baby. The most important thing is don't smash it again with the hammer. That would be number one. And the front is all done. Really happy with the way it turned out. Have to still finish the sides, framing the door, but I'm super stoked about the way this looks. I think I'm really happy with it. Oh, I gotta take those blocks off the top. You can see them right there and there. Those are the blocks I used to hold up the 2x6 end piece as I put it on, because I couldn't hold it in and screw it in at the same time. All right, so I just finished up this side of the cabin. Happy with it. There are 3 custom pieces that I need to cut. You can see there's a piece that runs across the bottom here, as well as 2 pieces, you can't really see, but there's 2 pieces at the top as well, which puts me back over on this side, framing in this door. I'm gonna take out what I built because I wasn't thinking when I did it. I'm gonna have to change the size slightly, so I'm just gonna have to take that out and rebuild it, but it'll only take me an extra minute. Oh. Man, I'm looking haggard. I need to shave. I need a shower. It's hot. But it's okay. I've got one more wall to go and I'm done. I don't think I'm going to get it all done today. It's about 4 o'clock now. Continuing to try to get it done, but I do also have to walk my dogs and do all that kind of stuff. I think I'm just going to put the first few boards on and maybe take a bit of a break. Maybe get back to it after supper. And this is the finished product. So a little bit of time has passed since I finished it. Shame on me for not getting my videos edited quicker. But we are so happy with the way this has turned out. We've been using it now for about a month. The outside looks great. A couple little odds and ends I still need to tidy up on it. But all in all, I'm very happy with it. So I think next year's project is going to be to put the bathroom on the back side of the cabin. So we'll have a small addition, I don't know, maybe like a 10 by 10 going out the back where we can have our shower and our composting toilet, so we don't have to use the outhouse or the outdoor shower. Just makes it a lot easier for cooler weather. I'll leave a link around the screen to some of our other videos. Check them out. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you later.